How's it going, everybody? Welcome to OP Entertainment. I'm Omar Darwish.
And I'm Pratik Cherian.
And this is our review of Disclosure Day. We're going to go spoiler-free. The GOAT is back. Spielberg is back. He's giving us another big blockbuster.
Yeah.
What'd you think, Pratik? Because I have thoughts, but they're not all there yet.
Yeah, no, I'm struggling with this one. The movie is about these two characters played by Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor. And they're somehow caught up in this conspiracy to hide some information. And the movie kind of goes from there as they dig into like what their place is in it and how to get this information out. There's a group of people that are working with them. Like there's some fun, thrilling aspects to it, but overall, I think for me the movie's just kind of meh. You know, and I think meh is hard to talk about.
I don't know if I would say meh, but
Okay.
I'll say this. I thought the way that this movie started was jarring, and it was exposition heavy, and it was a lot of being thrown at once. And I'll just say I don't think all the characters were developed to the point or given the dialogue enough to deliver these exposition. Like, I'm not going to blame the actors or the actresses involved, but some of these, I'll just say everybody other than Emily Blunt and Josh O'Connor and Coleman Domingo.
Yeah.
And Colin Firth. Those are the ones.
Those are our leads. So that's who you want to be good at this.
But it's like every time that like anyone's significant other was talking or doing anything for the first two acts, I'm like, what are we doing? Who talks like this? What is this dialogue? Especially coming from like Spielberg and David Koepp. I'm not super familiar with. He wrote this. I'm not super familiar. I know he's done some like UFO documentary stuff, which that's clearly why Spielberg got him for this. How much can we really talk about? Aliens are in this. Is that a spoiler?
It's in the poster for God.
Yeah. And I think that is kind of the big flaw with this movie is the fact that it's about aliens and we know it's about aliens. So going into it, you're like, oh yeah, what's the Disclosure Day? And I kind of feel like this movie lets down on that promise of like, because we know everything that this movie is going into it. Let's just say this. I don't think that anybody could really be spoiled too much from like anything we could say. Do you know what I mean? Going into this movie, like there's like one thing to know that I didn't know going in, but other than that, I felt like this movie is like pretty paint by numbers for a Spielberg movie, and that kind of bugged me. Like he clearly has a message he's trying to get across and how he feels about aliens and disclosure, and it felt like at risk of like he didn't want it to go over anyone's heads, so he just made it for basic for everyone to understand. Like, hey, this is your very basic alien story, I guess. And I don't know, for someone like Steven Spielberg, maybe it's the name he's not living up to his name at this point. But
I felt like there were multiple scenes in this movie where I was just like, guys, we've seen a movie. Like, the characters in this movie have seen movies. Like,
some character choices, I'm like, why are you giving yourself up now? Like, there's so many things where I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah, it was just a lot. Like, I don't know. I hate to say it. It feels...
Don't say it. He hasn't lost his touch, damn it. Don't say that.
I was gonna say, the fastball isn't quite as fast as it used to be.
I think that he wanted to say something and he decided, I don't need to tell a great movie to get this message across. I'm just gonna tell I need to get a message across, and that this is the first Spielberg movie I've seen where it's like his messaging is way more significant than anything that was put on screen.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe he just doesn't know how to do that.
But that's the first time I think we could say that about Spielberg, about any genre he's ever tried to dive into before. Like, he kills it. So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I will say, and I think you'll agree with me, I thought Emily Blunt did an amazing job. I thought her character was asked to in many ways, really carry the movie more than anybody else. I thought she nailed it.
There's a handful of actresses that could do what she did. I said off camera, I think this is the best female performance since Hamnet. Oh my God.
Since Jessie Buckley and Hamnet.
Jessie Buckley and Hamnet. So I think we'll probably see a nomination in her future. This was incredible. Emily Blunt is
quick
great
to give nominations these days.
And I'm usually right. Check the tape. Anyway, I'll put money on it. Emily Blunt will be nominated because there's not going to be 5 other actresses that are giving better performances than this. There's no way. I've lived long enough. I've seen enough movies. There's no way. This is the best acted year in film history if we get 4 or 5 more performances that are better than Emily Blunt's. But that being said, Josh O'Connor is the main character, I would say, and he doesn't get as much to do as Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
And Coleman Domingo is great.
Coleman Domingo was excellent. I really liked him. I really liked his like steadying presence, I think, is the way I would put that.
I've seen it like the last like 3 or 4 things I've seen him in, he's like an eccentric, like over the top character. Like and so in this it was like nice to see him as like, oh, he's just playing a normal like, I guess a normal dude, right? Yeah. So that was good. The cinematography was great. The score was fantastic. I thought John Williams retired, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, "Is this John Williams? This is so good." I didn't know John Williams was doing this score. So
I knew he was doing it, but the score really does. Like, it's not over the top or overbearing, but it's exactly what you want.
Yeah, it's something that only John Williams can.
Yeah,
deliver.
It was excellent. Yeah. Excellent.
It was shot on film.
We are scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
I just don't have that much great things to say. And I don't want to trash this movie because it's not a bad movie. Like, this is not a bad movie. I just think
it's not. It's just a movie.
It's just a movie.
There were parts I was entertained. There were parts I thought were really dumb. I
mean, if this is the first Alien movie you've ever seen, I think this is pretty good. But it's just not. That's not something you want on the poster for Spielberg's next big blockbuster epic.
Pretty good if you haven't seen any other Alien movies.
Or just movies in general. Yeah.
Pretty good for your first movie. All right, you want to score it? You want me to score it?
You know what? I'm thinking 6. I'm thinking 6 out of 10. And I think if I watch it again with less expectations, like put anyone else's name on the poster other than Steven Spielberg, I think I would have enjoyed this more. It's kind of like the whole Han Solo movie aspect of it. Like, if that's just a movie about a random guy in space, I think it's more fun. But you're calling it Han Solo and it doesn't feel like Han Solo. I think that's kind of what this is. It's like I'm thinking Spielberg can deliver a better UFO movie than this.
I was waffling between a 5 or a 6. I think I'm going to land on a 5.
Okay.
It's a movie. It's a movie. There's some good stuff in it, but like, I don't know, man. It's just fine.
I think it's worth seeing for Emily Blunt's performance alone.
Yeah. Would you say go to the theaters?
I don't think you need to.
No.
There wasn't as much like spectacle as you would expect from something like this. And that kind of pushes for me, and I said this off camera, that the fact that there's like not so much spectacle in this made me think, okay, this is really what Spielberg believes. So if you want to pick Spielberg's brain a little bit, see what he thinks
about aliens and UFOs and some other things. Yeah.
And there's actually like some political stuff he has to say here. It's very scratching the surface, but he's at least not afraid to touch on certain topics. I thought that was kind of nice.
The word I used was it felt a little, for someone like Spielberg, it felt a little naive, but maybe that's my own personal taste. When we were walking out of the theater, I heard a couple different people use the word cheesy. I don't know that I would go quite that far, but
I think the theater was disappointed overall.
I felt the guy next to me was shocked.
Yeah, when it ended, like it ends, he goes like, "What?" Yeah. So.
Yeah. He also there was one very obvious reveal that he gasped at, so I was just like, all right, man. Maybe that was his first movie.
Also, with all the negatives I've given, if this movie would have ended better, or even if there was an additional 2 minutes to this movie, I think this movie could have potentially been an 8 or a 9. That's how much this was really hinging on the ending for me.
Yeah.
And it just didn't come together how I think.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, you clean up a couple things, maybe it's hard, but I don't know. It is what it is. All right, you want to take us out?
All right, well, we'll see you guys next week. We got something coming, right?
Yeah.
There's movies coming out. Maybe we'll just see Obsession again. See ya.